From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Detroit Lions. The punter and kickoff man, Sam Martin, to get us started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This one taken just inside the 10. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Let's go.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Alert 3. Attack.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He finds McCoy. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And this is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 17-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
All day, every day, any day. And middle. Lucky.
Back to throw, Stafford. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Now Stafford. And he's going to go down again. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Mahomes going to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Yellow, yellow.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That is caught by Williams for a Chiefs touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, where the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
Hey, 15, 15, 15.
Now it's Mahomes again, and this will be caught. So the try for 2 good, and it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's McKissick. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 50-50. Hurry up, get set.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
32. 53's a mark. 53. Check 53. I'm here all day.
Now Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this foot. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kerryon Johnson taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. But with that incompletion, I want to get your MVP thoughts. Lamar Jackson, he seems to be the leader right now, is he not?
I would agree with that, and his team is the hottest team in the league right now.
And then you've got, well, let's think of the others. Dak Prescott. Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Who else? Christian McCaffrey?
I would say Christian McCaffrey, although it's hard for a running back to win it. Don't forget Michael Thomas with the Saints continued to have big numbers even while Drew Brees was out. But also, if Patrick Mahomes gets hot and the Chiefs run off a string, he's a defending NFL MVP.
But think about this. If Lamar Jackson does win the MVP, he'll be the first 22-year-old to do it since Jim Brown. He's got it to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Now here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. On first down, Mahomes. And his pass incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And Robinson with a big catch. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll run it with Williams. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Mahomes takes it himself, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes on his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Now this time Mahomes will throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mahomes now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
50-50.
To throw is Stafford. Steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let's get off the field.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's a game of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Use your quarters. Check 53 right. 6-man. And middle. Omaha, ready to move.
Back to throw. Stafford. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go with Johnson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, Johnson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford, rush coming, and he's taken down. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Set, ready? 8, read.
Let's go, defense.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Let's go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Yellow. Fire.
Hey, check. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 20. 15.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown.
They can't stop you, son.
Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Set. 180.
Check 53's Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Jones has it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time.
Omaha, ready to move.
And middle. Let's go.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A shotgun snap for Stafford. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes going to throw it here. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Buying time to it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93%.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay, 45 yards. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now Mahomes.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
53 is the light. All day, baby, all day.
5.
53, Mike. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Stafford on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
I don't need to. There's a lot of right.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball.